Welcome back to Tee Up and Tackle. This is the podcast where we talk about the PGA, the NFL, and high school sports in our area. I'm Isaac.
I'm Ian.
And today we're going to kick it off with some high school football here at Clark County. I'm pretty sure where we left off would be we were going in Monroe, I thought.
Was it really?
It might have been Brookfield, actually. Well, we'll just start at Brookfield. If we already went over it, my apologies. Brookfield, we played October 8th. We lost 8-40. It was a pretty sad loss. We just really let them get to us.
Hey, the next week, though, on October 15th at Monroe, you guys scored 16 points.
Yeah.
And the other team scored 58.
But October 22nd, we still lost, but we scored 30.
Yeah.
On Macon. Macon scored 54. We scored 30, which I think is pretty crazy for us here at Clark County because we haven't played really that well the entire year.
That's probably the best game we've played in a long time.
For sure.
And we still had quite a few injuries. That's just our main problem this year.
Oh, yeah. And actually, tomorrow, or October 29th, we will be playing Macon again for first round of districts at 7.
At Macon.
Yeah. Did I say Monroe?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I meant Macon, so yeah. If we go there and we set the tone right, I think we can do pretty well. I think it'll be a pretty close game, and we might even come out on top.
For sure. I have no doubts on this. We're going to pull this Cinderella story like our softball, which I think whenever we recorded our last podcast, we didn't talk about our softball making it all the way to quarterfinals.
Yeah, which I think is crazy. Softball managed to pull off a district win for the first time since, 1998?
1998, yeah.
That's crazy. My dad was a freshman or sophomore in high school.
We weren't even thought of.
Yeah. I think that's crazy. It's big props to them for pulling that off, especially after having a pretty rough season.
Yeah.
I'd say. The right field rally dogs.
Came in clutch.
They weren't allowed to have sign.
So we took a door panel off of a car and wrote rally on it. And that was our new sign.
Oh, yeah. I was pretty pumped for that. I saw that. It was pretty cool.
Very fun game. Unfortunately, they did lose at quarterfinals. It was against Marceline, which we just lost 3-1. We really started figuring out the game just too late. So it's a good game. Good fun.
Oh, yeah. Today we really won't be talking about the PGA because a lot of the big names aren't really playing because it's starting off to be the winter now. So there's not really much to talk about.
I guess what they're doing this week is, I don't even know, Bermuda Championship. Yeah, probably won't watch.
Do they even have some big names in there?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
This is really the time for all those not the big name golfers to set the tone, get better, win some money, and hopefully get up to the skill level of these better golfers, and maybe someday they'll be one of the big names. So I think we're going to jump right into the NFL where we left off.
I think it was week 5.
Yeah, I think it was week 5, might have been week 4. All we have to know is that in week 5, the Chiefs kind of lost to the Bills, which it's no big deal. But we're going to...
They've just been in shambles. Like, real quick, before we talk about records and keep going on to week 6 and 7, the Chiefs, man. You're a big Chiefs fan? Let's hear it.
The big problem right now is that on defense, there's only one upside that has come out of these games is that our rookie linebacker, Nick Bolton, the first pick that we took in the NFL in the draft, he's leading the NFL rookies, I'm pretty sure, in tackles right now with 40. It might be 54 tackles now.
Good.
He's got so many tackles for loss. I mean, let's talk about it real quick. In week 7 versus Derrick Henry, he stopped Derrick Henry one-on-one behind the line of scrimmage.
Which is crazy. And Derrick Henry has been doing really good.
Mm-hmm. And to think that we held Derrick Henry, I think under 100 rushing yards in week 7, which I think was phenomenal. A big win for us, especially to show that our run defense can stop the number one.
Now, wait a minute. You guys lost
to
Titans.
We did lose, but that's because our pass game, our coverage game, and then our offense couldn't do anything. Mahomes just couldn't put the ball into the hands of some players. And don't get me wrong, I'd put a good argument that some of the interceptions Patrick Mahomes has had this season are definitely not his fault.
Oh, yeah.
They're definitely Tyreek's and some other receivers' faults because they got to, catch the ball. Like, that's just like Tyreek's. He's had so many just bounce off his hands this year, and that's just it's not good. And then our offensive line. I thought the offensive line for the Chiefs was going to be really good this year because they revamped it. We got 3 rookies starting, and they're really, really good. Not rookies. We got one person who's basically a rookie, right tackle Lucas Nang, who just sat out last season, so he's basically a rookie. And then Trey Smith, really good. Creed Humphrey, really good. Joey Thuney, veteran, and Orlando Brown, also a veteran on the left side of the line. And I really thought it was going to be good this year, but it hasn't been working out lately. And then also there's trade rumors because our running backs, Clyde
not
being
very
out. Running backs have just not been
studly.
Yeah, for sure. McKinnon, I like McKinnon, but Darrell Williams, he played well against Washington.
I think he's been actually doing better than Clyde.
Oh, yeah. But I think that there's actually a trade rumor going around that Chiefs are one of the places that might land Marlon Mack. He's a Colts running back.
The rookie?
No, that's Jonathan Taylor, and he wasn't a rookie. He's not a rookie, but they have their running backs consist of Jonathan Taylor, Marlon Mack, and Najee Hines or something like that. Sorry if I butchered his name, but they're all really good running backs. And if the Chiefs could manage to pull off a trade where we get Marlon Mack on the team, I think that'll be a big, big help. I just think it'll help a lot.
Leads me into another one. Do you think Patrick Mahomes, seeing what he has done in the past 3 weeks, is still worth $500 million for 10 years?
I'm gonna say yes, but the reason why I'm gonna say yes is because if you look at pretty much the undoubted GOAT of football, Tom Brady. If you look at him, if you look at his past 20 seasons in the NFL, he's had some bad ones. He had some where he was injured.
Good, bad, up,
he's
down,
had good,
left, right.
bad, yeah. But it's not about the one season because you got to think a lot of Patrick Mahomes, has he not been top performing? $500 million, worth $500 million. Yeah, but it all just takes some working. I think next year we might honestly, our offense hasn't been performing.
I think it'll depend on how they do next year. Whether
I think that next year
if he really is worth $500 million.
No, I just think next year that the Chiefs might have a new offensive and defensive coordinator.
Well, if they throw this year,
oh yeah,
which something was brought to my attention is the team that loses the Super Bowl usually does not make the playoffs, doesn't make the championship, the AFC championship the next year. If you think about it, San Fran, when they lost to the Chiefs.
Tons of injuries the next season also.
Who would have been before that?
Patriots.
Yeah. I think they still half made it, but it wasn't.
Yeah. It's just... all it takes is some work, hard work. I'm going to be honest. I'm really not complaining about this season so far because Patrick Mahomes hasn't performed terrible. He's got, I think, 8 to 10 interceptions, but he's also has, 16 touchdowns, which is up there with some of the other quarterbacks in the NFL. So if we're still playing pretty bad, he's doing pretty well. So, yeah, we're going to kick off. We're going to talk about some of the bigger games this week, some of the better teams this week. And
Week 6. We're starting on Week 6. Bucks and Eagles. What is going on, Tom?
I don't know. I really don't.
They still won.
Oh, yeah.
But by 6.
Yeah, it's just I don't even know. Couldn't tell you. Jaguars, though, stopping the 20-game losing streak.
Finally won.
Finally. Oh, fun fact. So you know how Myles Garrett's been getting drug tested?
Yep.
For not wearing sleeves and having absolute massive arms, which I think personally Myles Garrett is a natural player. But the rookie kicker, I don't know if he's a rookie, the really young kicker that won the game-winning field goal for Jacksonville actually got randomly selected for a drug test the next day after the game.
Negative. Positive.
It was negative. Mm-hmm. But he randomly got drug tested because he ended that 20-game losing streak. And
the Vikings and the Panthers, really what I thought was going to happen, Vikings winning.
Yeah, Sam Darnold, he was showing out at the beginning of the season, but,
maybe they just really aren't all that hype. But the Ravens and Chargers.
What happened, Chargers? I don't even know. And I want to say this right now.
It was 34-6.
The Ravens are 5-1, but I really don't think the Ravens are that good.
5-1.
And the reason why I say that is because the Bengals beat them by a lot in Week 7. I don't quite know what the score is. Let's find it real quick.
41-17.
41-17. Now, you
We're
have...
not there yet. We're on Week 6. Dang it.
Well, I'm just going to talk about the Ravens real quick. The Ravens, I just don't think they're worth all the hype. Am I a little salty because they beat the Chiefs? Of course. Actually, no. Did we beat the Ravens? No.
Mm-hmm.
We lost, yeah. I'm a little salty still from that, but, I really don't think they're all that good. Lamar Jackson, he's not a very great decision maker. I just think that
He's a running back.
he runs, and that's what saves him is because when you are as fast as you can be and you can still throw the ball pretty well, I'd say it's an advantage you have. It really is. People want to say he's like the Michael Vick of today's football, but you know what? Michael Vick could sling the ball down the field. He could throw the ball really far. That was the big difference between Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. It's just Michael Vick could throw the ball deep. He could throw the ball short. He could throw the ball mid. He could do it all. Lamar Jackson really
Sucks.
He's not as consistent.
I don't like him.
I don't like the guy either.
Steelers and Seahawks. Probably one of the best Sunday night games we've had.
Oh, yeah.
Steelers did win in overtime, 23-20. I think on that game, Russell Wilson was out.
Yeah,
Or,
it was Geno
last
Smith.
week.
It was Geno Smith playing.
Yeah. Titans beating the Bills. Did not see that coming.
The drama between the Packers and the Bears right now from Aaron Rodgers
A-Rod.
makes
Still beat
a
'em.
touchdown and saying that I still own you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome. Honestly, I feel bad for Justin Fields for the situation he's been put in because
But with a bad team.
bad team, but also I'm going to just say it. I don't really think the coaching on that team is very good.
No.
And I think Justin Fields has just been brought into a bad system. Let's talk about the Cardinals real quick also. 6-0. Still
7-0.
7-0 now, yeah, which I think is awesome. It's phenomenal. The Cardinals,
Kyler Murray.
oh, yeah,
Can't see over the O-line, but still throws dimes.
honestly, if you want to relate a player to Michael Vick now, it's Kyler Murray. He
Yeah.
can sling a ball deep. He can run.
He can still run out of the pocket, and he's
Yeah.
small and mighty. That's what I'd call him.
I'm
Small and mighty.
gonna be honest. I'm a big Kyler Murray fan. I just think he's a really good quarterback. And we got Cowboys really, really showing out this year, playing really well. Dak Prescott on his comeback season. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't care. I still hate the Cowboys.
I do too, but he's still on pace. He's going to be on pace to win Comeback Player of the Year. And then the Bengals beating the Lions. I think the Bengals are really good. I really like Jamar Chase. Joe Burrow is awesome. He's a great player. Other than that, then we have the Chiefs beat Washington, and the Broncos lost to the Raiders. So we're going to stop here. Thanks for joining in. Part 2 is on Ian's channel, which is
Safeties and Slices, baby. Come check it out.
over there. We're starting about a new segment called Overrated, Underrated, and I hope you guys are going to be pumped for it just as much as we are. I'll see you in the next podcast.